I spent $250 on spirulina last month. And honestly, it was one of the dumbest purchases I ever made. But wait, before you click away thinking I'm crazy, hear me out. Everyone online is screaming that spirulina is this magical superfood that'll transform your body, boost your energy, and make you feel like a superhero. Influencers are selling it for $40 a bottle. Fitness gurus swear by it. Health companies are making millions off it. But here's what nobody's telling you. Is spirulina actually worth your money? Or are you just paying premium prices for glorified pond scum? Today, we're breaking down the truth about spirulina. The science, the cost, the side effects, and whether you actually need it. Stick around because the answer might surprise you. Okay, so spirulina sounds fancy, right? But here's the plot twist. It's literally algae. Blue-green algae to be exact. The scientific name is cyanobacteria. Now before you go, I'm not eating pond scum. Listen up, humans have been eating this stuff for centuries. I'm not exaggerating. Back in Africa, around Lake Chad, people were harvesting spirulina and turning it into dried cakes way before Instagram existed. And get this, even the ancient Aztecs were eating it. They knew something we forgot. The reason spirulina blew up again? In the 1940s and 50s, scientists discovered it had insane amounts of protein, and suddenly everyone wanted a piece of the action. Fast forward to today, and it's everywhere. From health food stores, to your favorite fitness influencer's supplement stack. Pretty wild when you think about it, right? Alright, let's talk numbers. And these are actually impressive. In just 100 grams of spirulina, you're getting 60 to 65 grams of protein. That's more protein than chicken, more than eggs, more than most plant-based foods you're eating right now. Wild, right? Carbs, super low. Only 15 to 18 grams. This is actually a huge plus for anyone watching their carb intake. Fiber, about 6 grams. Your gut will thank you. But here's where it gets really good. The micronutrients. Spirulina is packed with B-complex vitamins, vitamin C, D, E, and especially vitamin A in the form of carotenoids, which are powerful antioxidants that fight inflammation and aging. Then you've got minerals, iron, calcium, magnesium, potassium, phosphorus, basically everything your body needs to function. And here's the cool part, that blue-green color, that's from something called phycocyanin. It's not just for looks. It's a potent antioxidant and anti-inflammatory compound that your body actually uses. So yes, spirulina is genuinely nutrient-dense. No lies there. Here's the problem though. Spirulina is expensive. Let me show you something that might shock you. Look at that. Spirulina costs about $0.0 to $12 per gram of protein. Now compare that to soy chunks at just $0.036. That's less than a third of the price. Green gram, $0.5 per gram. That's over twice as cheap. Even chicken, which everyone thinks is expensive, comes in at almost the same price as spirulina. So here's the real situation. Spirulina is not the cheapest protein source. Not even close. But, and this is important, it's still cheaper than most whey protein powders, which can run you $60 to $70 per container. For vegetarians specifically looking for a clean, plant-based protein with zero additives, it's a reasonable option, just not a no-brainer purchase. If you do decide to try spirulina, here's where most people mess up. You see those little capsules online, the ones that look super convenient. Yeah, they usually contain just 0.5 to 1 gram each. That's basically useless. You'd need to pop 20 capsules to get a meaningful dose. Who has time for that? Get the powder instead. Trust me, take about 10 to 20 grams, roughly a tablespoon, and mix it into your morning smoothie. Add it to fruit juice, stir it into yogurt, or even sprinkle it on your salad. It blends in surprisingly well, and you get the full nutritional benefit. That's it. That's the way to do it properly. Now here's the part they don't mention in the ads. Spirulina isn't for everyone. Some people experience allergic reactions, especially if they're sensitive to algae. Others get digestive issues when they start taking it. So if you're introducing it to your diet, start small and see how your body reacts. But here's something more important. Spirulina absorbs whatever's in the water it grows in, and if that water is polluted, it absorbs heavy metals like mercury and lead. Not ideal. This is why buying from a trusted certified brand is crucial. You need to know your spirulina came from clean water and has been tested for contamination. Don't cheap out here. That's how you end up with heavy metal poisoning. One more thing. If you have autoimmune conditions, psoriasis, lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, talk to your doctor before taking spirulina. It can potentially trigger flare-ups. Not worth the risk. So, what's the bottom line? Spirulina is genuinely nutrient-dense. It's real. The protein is real. The vitamins and antioxidants are real. The science checks out. For vegetarians trying to meet their daily protein needs, it's a solid supplement. But, and this is crucial, it's not a magic food. It won't transform your body overnight. It won't give you superpowers. It's just concentrated nutrition in powder form. And it's expensive compared to alternatives like lentils, chickpeas, or soy. Here's my honest take, if you're already getting enough protein from regular food and eating a balanced diet, you don't need spirulina. Save your money. But if you want to experiment with something new, want a nutrient-dense, plant-based protein, or just want to optimize your micronutrient intake, then yeah, give it a shot. Just buy from a reliable source, start with a small amount, and use it consistently. Don't expect miracles. Expect what it actually is. Nutrient-dense algae that can be a helpful addition to a healthy diet. So, that $250 I spent on spirulina, I learned my lesson. I got a decent product, but I overpaid and had unrealistic expectations. Don't make the same mistake. Be smart about your supplements. If this video helped you make a decision, smash that like button. Subscribe for more real talk on health and nutrition. No fluff, no sponsorships, just the truth. What's your take on spirulina? Let me know in the comments. And hey, stay healthy, stay informed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.